Chapter 2. Harry stalks the twilight streets of Privet Drive. His deceased aunt floats into the stratus like a macabre Goodyear blimp. He is a fugitive, a wizard on the run. The murdering of muggles is prohibited by law, even when done in hilarious ways. With no real destination in mind, Harry stops and decides to head to the local playground, totally deserted in the dead of night. He carts his trunk of weapons of mass destruction to the curb and gently lowers himself to the ground with the grace of a newborn angel. But what's this? Looks like either somebody forgot to pay the electric bill or there are powerful magical forces present. Powerful indeed. Could it be that our young Harry has become so strong that even his very presence has caused the whole world to totally frig up? Or could it be something more sinister? Harry hears a low growl and turns, but jeepers! A level 47 hellhound emerges from the bushes, fangs dripping with rivulets of blood. Before Harry can react, he is blown backwards. By sheer coincidence, he has found himself at a magical bus stop. The large purple bus halts, and the bus conductor boy begins his spiel. Good evening, sir or ma'am. My name is Chuckles McGee. I will be your ticket taker for this evening on the bus. Are you drunk? Nah, I just had a couple, that's it. You gonna throw up? Look, I'm fine, man. I just gotta exorcise this demon real quick. Excuse me. Harry turns the corner, but the hellhound has fucked right off. What you looking at? Nothing. Well, you on or off? We got places to go. Leave it. I got this. Hey-ya. Harry scans his surroundings and is immediately disappointed. What was meant to be some sort of bus now appears to be a flop house on wheels, but a pretty nice one at that. He finds a bed in the back with the least amount of bodily fluids, brushes off a syringe, and decides to claim this as his own. Chuckles McFuckface hands him a ticket and says, "Hang on, kid. It's gonna be a bumpy ride." The ancient bus driver snaps to life and shifts into third gear, and they're off to the races. Harry Potter, clearly at unease, fangs an air of indifference. "So what's a kid like you doing all alone at this time of night anyway?" Chuckles asks. "Minding his own fucking business, I would reckon." Chuckles is clearly saddened by this affront as he was only trying to be polite, but pretends as if everything is cool. The lowlife lounge on wheels rockets through the streets of London, weaving and bobbing, nearly hitting every car it passes. Clearly, the bus driver has not had a driver's test in almost a century. The murder bus stops just 3 centimeters short of claiming the life of one Agnes Witherby, a sweet elderly lady who does nothing throughout the day but mind her own business. She slowly crosses the street as the hood ornament of the bus spouts sass and hate words. "Hey, Chuckles, who's that on the newspaper?" Chuckles looks at the newspaper and says, "Who's this? Who's this? Why, that's serious business. You've never heard of him? He's quite famous, you know. He's the only one to escape from Alcatraz. Everyone says he was best friends with the evil Lord Valmart back at Hogwarts. I reckon maybe you've heard of him, haven't you?" "Yeah, we've met, I guess," says Harry. The wizard bus, in a dangerous display of public transportation, careens directly into oncoming traffic. The wizened driver flips a couple of switches and doodads, and a quantum wormhole opens up. The hood ornament makes a couple of puns, which disgust most of the passengers, except for the ones who have passed out from the large amount of drugs that have been ingested from the previous night. As a final fuck you to all the passengers, the bus skitters to a complete stop, smashing the faces of all those who dare to ride. Here we are, says Chuckles. Leaky Cauldron, last stop. Ah, Mr. Potter, the half-human mutters. Please come in. Harry, tentatively accepting the warming embrace of this half-human, steps inside. There's much to discuss, Mr. Potter. Much indeed.